Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of On the Couch. I'm John Vogel, your host for this episode, with Ian Nash from Nash Jingles. I know it's been a while, we've had a few changes, we're in a new studio as you can see. We're actually surrounded by some of Ian's guitar collection. And thank you to COVID, we've had all sorts of restrictions, but we're back. And today we're going to continue our series looking at a couple of guitars in our collections that are special to us. And we're going to start today with one of yours, one that I like.
John, good
Welcome
to be back.
to the show. Yes.
Thanks, John. Okay, so today we've got my 2010 Gibson SG standard bass. I was fortunate enough to get this in 2019 in one of my Magic Guitar deals, and I gotta say, as Gibsons go, this bass is just sensational.
Yeah, it is a great looking bass too, just to sit here and look at it. And it looks so playable.
Oh yeah, because it's a 30-inch medium scale.
Yep.
It's beautiful mahogany, and so it's got that nice resonating tone. It's got the medium jumbo frets on a ebony fretboard. It has the large humbucker neck pickup,
Yep.
and the standard bridge pickup on Gibson. The 3-point bridge and saddle system. And it's got 2 volumes and a tone knob, standard input jack, and because it's a nice lightweight, so you can play it all night if you're gigging.
Yep.
But I use it a lot in the studio, as I do a lot of my Gibson basses.
Yep.
But this is such a playable guitar.
Yep.
You know.
How do you find in the studio? Like, I know you're a fan of Gibson, as I am, and one of the reasons is with Gibsons you can get such a range of sounds.
Yeah, I particularly like the more woofy, that English British sound, woofy sound, and Gibsons are known for the bottom end sound, and I get this through my Vox amps, but playability. I mean, it up and down the fretboard, it really is nice to play because it's a shorter scale, lighter. It's more enjoyable, comfort-wise. Because I'm not a particularly big person, not as. You,
Well,
so.
it's funny you say that because I always favoured long scale basses, and all of my basses in my collection pretty well are long scale, because I think aesthetically, to me, they always looked meaner, they looked bigger.
Yeah.
But since we've been hanging around and working with each other and doing things, I know you're a big fan of short scale and medium scale.
Yeah.
And I'm actually changing my tune. I always thought a longer scale neck would give you a deeper sound. Turns out that's not so much the case. Yeah. You can get just as deep a bass.
Well, I've gone full circle. I mean, the first bass guitar I bought back in the mid-70s, we're talking about 76, 77.
Yep.
It was a Japanese-made, no-name brand bass, and it was a short scale. It's long since gone. It's probably in landfill somewhere in the Western Australia somewhere. And that was the start of my bass playing days. So I started on short scale, and then I went to long scale, and after I had a Fender Music Master, and then just had the standard precisions and those Ibanez style basses. It wasn't until the early 2000s when I got a Gretsch, and then when I finally switched to Gibson, that I went back to the medium and short scale basses. And I tell you what, I think every bass musician, if you're after different playability, not so much different sound, but different playability, you should have a mixture of long, medium and short scale basses.
Yep.
Just for the fun of it.
Yep.
It's just a wow factor.
But the impression I get with this particular guitar, with the SG, it's a great all-round bass. It's one you can go into the studio with and get plenty of sounds. It's one you can gig with because you can wear it
Yeah, absolutely. And
It's not a heavy bass. I keep coming back to my Les Paul bass.
yeah.
Mate, that you gig for 20 minutes with that and you've got to take it off. Whereas this you could not only play all night,
Well,
but you can get such a different range of sounds out of it depending on
that's right.
the song
And what I like about it is, you know, if I was playing live, this would be my go-to live bass. I've got two go-to basses when I play in the studio.
Yep.
This and my Les Paul DC Tribute Junior.
Yep. Yep.
Reissue one. I mean, that's just a sensational bass as well.
Yep.
And but yeah, I mean, I like this because it ticks all the boxes. Tone's good.
Yep.
Loud. It can be woofy. It can be punchy. Easy to play. Light. And the thing is, when you're sometimes in studios and room is tight, you know, you're not smacking in everything all the time.
Yeah.
And I just think it's a fun bass. You know?
Awesome.
And if you want one,
A good
go
all-rounder.
out and get one.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
these are just, and you can pick them up. There's quite a few on the second-hand market, and yeah, they're
Well,
good.
not only that, in the Gibson range, or you can get an SG in the Epiphone range as well, but you can get varying levels.
Yes,
Each
absolutely.
brand. So from an entry level point of view, you could probably pick one up for 400, 500, 600.
An Epiphone, absolutely.
An Epiphone,
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So all right, on the Nashy scale, 1 to 10,
9.9.
9.9. Geez, that's not a bad. That's not a bad rap at all.
Oh,
I might have to put one of those in my collection by the sounds of it.
But not this one.
But not that one. Another one. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed our quick review on Ian's SG Bass. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe and like button below. We're back into the swing of things. We'll have some more episodes coming up soon. I'm thinking we'll do one of my guitars.
I think next time.
Next week. Slightly different to the normal.
Cool. Look forward to it.
You'll have to watch and see what we mean. So thanks again. Look forward to your company next time.
Cheers.
Ciao.